Welcome to this episode of the You Two Scare Me podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Andy.
And I'm Felice, and we are coming to you from Key West, Florida. Yesterday was the beginning of hurricane season down here, and like clockwork, today it started storming.
Of course.
I heard that this year's hurricane season is going to be a doozy, a harsh one. Did you hear that?
I did. And guess what the first one's name is?
Uh-oh. What?
Andrea.
Oh. No shocker.
It's going to be full of fury.
Oh my gosh.
Vengeance.
Yikes. Well, hopefully the predictions will be wrong and it won't be too bad of a year, but
fingers crossed.
I know. Andy and I lived here when Irma came through and we had to evacuate for over 20 days. I think we were gone 21 days.
It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Devastating.
Pretty crazy. I have something to share with you.
Oh.
I have a present. This is from our friend Amy.
Oh.
So she went to, I don't know what she went to, but this lady was getting rid of a bunch of rocks and crystals.
Okay.
And she gave one for me and one for you.
Oh my God.
It's a little jack-o'-lantern, a little orange jack-o'-lantern, and then this is a little ghost. This one is rose quartz.
That's so
I don't know what that
I feel like this is some type of quartz. Also,
I think
it's super heavy.
Yeah. It's like a little
Oh
jack-o'-lantern.
my gosh.
That's so cute.
Thanks, Amy.
So they can be our little
oh my gosh, little
decorations. Talismans.
There you go.
Is that a bad thing? I don't know what that actually means.
I kind of want him to perch on my shoulder.
Oh my gosh.
I wish it would stay right here. Okay, moral support.
Okay.
Jack.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks,
So
Amy. That was so cute.
Yes, thank you, Amy. We love them. We'll keep them with us
forever.
Forever. Oh my gosh. Well, in case you are just joining us for the first time or haven't heard it enough yet, we are two goofy goobers with a love for spooky stories and paranormal things.
But don't worry. We respect the unknown forces at work around us. And we make sure to laugh and have fun so we don't get too freaked out.
We hope to bring you stories that give you a chill, make you wonder, and hopefully laugh with us a lot along the way.
The stories are true.
At least 87% true. Ish. We don't know. That's why they're called stories. We're not really sure.
We do hardcore research here.
Our history is true, but I don't, who knows? Who knows? We're relying on word of mouth and, people tell us stuff. People have been telling these stories all along the way. So hopefully they're true.
They better be. We dive into a range of scary and mysterious topics like spirits, cryptids, ghosts, pretty much anything that might give you the shivers.
In the You Two Scare Me podcast, we research stories to tell each other, but we never ever tell each other about our research until we hit record. We love a good surprise as much as you do.
Yay! Dive into the shadows with us as we bring you haunting tales in this episode of the You Two Scare Me podcast.
Shall we dive in?
Let's dive way into the past with this story. I'm talking way back into the 1500s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we are going to talk about the Dry Tortugas and Fort Jefferson today.
Okay.
The Dry Tortugas are a string of islands that were discovered in 1513 by Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon.
Ponce de Leon.
He named them the Tortugas, which means turtles, after the sea turtles that his crew hunt and ate.
Oh, tasty.
Yeah. Apparently. The word dry was added later as a warning to mariners because there is no fresh water here, folks. Just a series of beautiful islands with lots of heat, lots of rock, and plenty of isolation. These islands are about 70 miles off the coast of Key West. Through the centuries, they were a way station for pirates, for treasure fleets, for wrecks, and more. In 1742, a British ship, the HMS Tiger, was stranded there. The crew lasted for 56 days on the island, fighting Spanish ships, scavenging for food, before they eventually built these little rickety boats and reach Jamaica.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I thought that was so crazy.
That seems far.
I think that's really far.
Yeah.
We'll have to look up how far that is.
Yeah.
So fast forward to 1903, the Carnegie Institution even built a marine lab on Loggerhead Key, which is one of the little islands in the Tortugas. And it was once called the, quote, best equipped tropical marine lab in the world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is a cool place. But the real heart of the mystery, dun dun dun, Fort Jefferson. Construction of Fort Jefferson began in 1846. It was meant to be the biggest coastal defense project in the country, and it was. And it had a hard job to do. It was supposed to guard the Gulf of Mexico, protect one of the busiest shipping and trade routes, and serve as a strategic outpost. Fort Jefferson was meant to be a post for ships patrolling the Florida Straits and the Gulf. The fort was supposed to protect the ships that stopped in the Tortugas for various reasons, to resupply, to get fixed, or to seek shelter from storms. So, to help protect those ships, they built a whole lot of gun rooms along the sides with big heavy guns facing out to the sea.
Oh, wow.
The idea behind it was that the fort itself would be resistant to all attacks and able to destroy any enemy ships.
Okay.
So you've been there, right?
I haven't been. No.
Oh my gosh!
I know. I've lived here 10 years and I haven't been. Bill and I are always like, we gotta go. We gotta go.
I am shocked. Oh,
I want to go. I really want to take the seaplane out there.
You don't want to go on the ferry.
Nothing against the ferry, but I don't know. I'd rather take the seaplane.
I mean,
and have a little longer out there,
Yeah.
We
were talking about maybe we should go and camp there. Oh, overnight. It would be so spooky.
Yeah.
Okay. So back to the fort. In order to build a fort that big, a lot of manpower was required. Construction on the fort lasted nearly 30 years.
Oh, wow.
And it remains incomplete. So remember, construction started in 1846. The Army employed masons, carpenters, blacksmiths, laborers, and enslaved people to build the fort. Many military members, both officers and enlisted, were assigned to the fort, and they brought their families with them. And the military population at the fort peaked. Around 1,700 people were living there.
Oh, wow.
So that's a lot.
And they didn't have any water?
I mean,
they had to bring their own fresh water?
Maybe they had like cisterns or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, when all of those military members were living there, there's a lighthouse at the fort. And so there were lighthouse keepers.
Okay.
Their families, there were civilian doctors, and some more people. So all in all, around 2,000 people were living there at its heyday. Throughout the Civil War, Fort Jefferson was maintained and run by the Union. During the Civil War, though, the primary role shifted from being this big, strong fort to that of a prison.
Oh.
So eventually there were more prisoners than soldiers on the island. Most of them were military prisoners that were charged with desertion. And then there were civilian prisoners there also. A lot of them were charged with robbery.
Oh.
The most famous prisoner was Samuel Mudd. Do you know who he is?
No.
Okay. He was the doctor who was imprisoned there due to his involvement with the assassination of Abraham Lincoln.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So we all know that Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth.
Mm-hmm.
But when Booth fled, he broke his leg. He went to Dr. Mudd's home, and Samuel Mudd performed surgery and set his leg. And he did not report Booth.
Oh, wow.
So because of that connection, and there's some theories that he was involved with the planning of all this, and like a co-conspirator.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a murky story. But because of his involvement and connection to the assassination, he was sent to the place known as Devil's Island. And that was Fort Jefferson in 1865.
I never heard that it was called that. Whoa.
Yeah. So the spooky nickname was the result of its remote location, the extreme heat and humidity, the lack of fresh water, poor food, lack of medical facilities, and all of the disease outbreaks that happened there.
So it was like hell on earth.
Right.
Yeah.
And so for a lot of people, being sent there was a death sentence. So, as I mentioned, Mudd was imprisoned at Fort Jefferson in 1865. But fate had a twist in store. In 1867, a yellow fever epidemic ripped through the fort. The prison surgeon doctor died, and Mudd stepped up, treated the sick, and he organized a response. So he saved a whole lot of lives.
Oh, wow.
A petition from the soldiers themselves led to him being pardoned by President Johnson.
No way.
So he actually didn't die at Fort Jefferson, but he spent a lot of tumultuous years there.
Yeah.
So whether you consider him a hero or a traitor, Dr. Mudd left his mark at the fort, and some say he never really left. Today, if you visit the fort, you can go to Dr. Mudd's cell, and that is one of the most active places with paranormal activity.
Oh.
There are numerous reports of a sense of heaviness and unease when you enter his cell. There's reports of cold spots, shadows, and a feeling of someone watching. Visitors have reported capturing strange images on camera. Others have reported feeling poked and hearing voices when no one is there. So it's pretty spooky over in Dr. Mudd's cell.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh my gosh.
And that's just one thing. And remember, this is a gigantic fort. But besides Dr. Mudd, it seems there are other spirits who cannot rest. Remember, lots of people died at the fort, not just from yellow fever. There were murders, executions, and even reports of cannibalism.
Ew.
I know. Times are tough. I mean, honestly, this place is so remote.
Yeah.
You have to think how desperate people were at certain times.
Yeah.
Many of those who died were buried on one of the nearby islands. The problem is that island no longer exists. It's completely submerged. So the entire cemetery has been lost to sea.
Oh, wow.
Today, rangers and visitors report seeing strange lights around the island and in the water.
Oh, wow.
It's thought that these might be the spirits of those who lost their lives and whose final resting place was disturbed. There's even an episode of a show called Haunted Highway with Jack Osborne where they visit the fort. And guess what? They're out on this boat at night in the dark and they see the lights.
Wow. In the water or above the water?
Above.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't just bioluminescent.
Good thinking, scientist Felice.
Thank you. Always the skeptic.
Wow. Just believe for once. Believe. But still, there's more. Another story tells of Private Winters. The true story of what happened to him is unknown. There's a lot of different tales that are told.
Yeah, I have to stop.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a title of a romance novel. Private Winters. I was like, in Key West, our winters aren't even that great. Private Winters. No, Private Winters, the person. Okay, gotcha. Okay, go.
Winters Privates.
Proceed.
Okay. So, Private Winters. So, what really happened to him is unknown. But one thing is certain. Winters startled two guards who pulled their rifles and fired, killing him on a path right outside the fort. Today, there are some stories told of encountering a gruff stranger who disappears right in the spot where Winters was killed.
Ooh.
So spooky. Anytime there's an apparition that is there and then gone, it always freaks me out so much.
And he's obviously grumpy about getting killed.
Well, heck yeah. I mean, you're just doing your thing.
He's like,
in that same area, rangers and archaeologists working have reported items sliding off of tables, boxes being flung, tools being thrown, and voices whispering in Private Winters area.
Okay, that is creepy.
And get this. After a Key West theater troupe reenacted this death scene, reports of activity skyrocketed.
Really? Well, that was rude.
Well, I mean, I don't think they were like with marionettes. Like, I think it was probably a reenactment.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, was it the attention that woke Winters up, or was it just being acknowledged after so long?
Mm-hmm.
According to Nathan Landrum, who lived there as a ranger's kid, there's a rec room there that always felt off. So this would be an area that's for rangers and their families only, not the general public.
Right.
He claims that he heard Spanish voices coming from unplugged TVs.
Ooh.
Spooky. It's like a little poltergeist. I don't know, something action.
Yeah.
Saw pool balls move on their own. Felt an oppressive presence that made him hesitate entering a room alone. And again, voices whispering.
Oh, wow.
From empty rooms. So I mentioned earlier that there's an episode of the show Haunted Highway.
Yeah.
And when Jack Osborne and his team were there for the show, they spotted the mysterious lights. They caught an unknown shadow on film. And they even caught on camera in the old lighthouse, there's a light that comes on, and then it almost looks like shutters close and it goes off.
Oh, wow.
Super spooky. And one of their team was even poked. The one guy was like, I just got poked.
Keep it clean, Andy.
Just a little poke.
Keep it clean. This is a family show, Andy. Wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, and that's just whatever they aired. And
yeah,
I think the tricky thing is people can't really visit the fort after hours. You can't go into the fort at night, even if you're camping there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Right. It's off limits.
Yeah.
So when you're camping, you're restricted to the beach. And really the people who are accessing the fort at night are going to have special permissions or be rangers.
Right. Do the rangers stay there all the time?
There are rangers who are posted there and spend some time there. We actually have an acquaintance whose boyfriend is a ranger there.
Okay.
So I've heard whispers of some spooky stories, but I've been begging for them to be sent. So we'll see.
You know who you are. We do too. Send your stories.
Send it in. So you have to wonder, why are there so many hauntings at this fort in the middle of nowhere? Well, think about it. It was a place of isolation, of disease, of violence, despair, desperation.
Oh, yeah.
It held prisoners of war, outlaws, desperate sailors, enslaved people. You know, many of them were stranded with no water, no escape. There were hurricanes that came through. Yellow fever claimed hundreds of lives. So it seems like it would be a place that would have a lot of activity.
Sure.
I think that we would hear even more accounts if it wasn't A, so remote, and B, if people were allowed to be there.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, after dark. So what do you think?
I don't know. I think it would be really scary, creepy, spooky to be a ranger there.
I know.
In the night. Like you only have your lights probably. You know, it's not well lit or anything. Pretty spooky.
And I can't believe you've never been there. So it's so strange, like when you look out and you see absolutely nothing. And it's a protected area, so there's not boats coming and going. There's not, you know, lots of people, lots of traffic. It's very regulated.
Right. Yeah.
Because of the amazing like reef and everything that's around there and the ocean life and things like that. So because of that, though, you are literally in such a remote location. It is spooky already.
Yeah.
Because you're like, if something happens.
Yeah. We're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all those people are like, we're in trouble.
Unless Flus is on her seaplane and then she's getting out there real quick.
I am. I'm like, see you, Andy.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, wait for the ferry. Thanks.
Good luck with your Dramamine.
So we know that ghost stories aren't always just made up stories. A lot of times they're echoes of a harsh, brutal reality. And maybe, just maybe, at Fort Jefferson, all that pain left its mark.
Yeah, it makes sense. You know,
it's so spooky.
Yeah.
I will say, I have been there twice, and it's so beautiful. But walking through the fort is unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
It is dark. It is damp. And then, thinking about like you're imagining yourself as a prisoner, like looking out these windows, and all you see is ocean. And of course it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's also so hot.
Oh, yeah.
And there's
mosquitoes.
Yeah. And like no hope.
Yeah.
No hope of escape
Mm-hmm.
or anything else.
Yeah.
It would, I imagine it would be such a desperate feeling.
Sure.
So
hopelessness.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that was a good one.
Oh thank you.
Well, it is time for Somebody Told Me.
Ooh.
This is the segment of our podcast where we share stories from our listeners, and we want to hear from you. Really, we really, really want to hear from you.
Like, for real, we need to hear from you.
Yeah, please email us.
We're going to run out of stories, guys. Yeah. Come on. Don't be scared.
Yeah.
Don't be shy.
And it doesn't have to be long. It could be, a few little
anecdotal
things. Yeah.
Little strange thing that happened to you at Grandma Nellie's basement. I don't know.
And we don't have to say your name too. So if that's something that you're worried about, just let us know. We'll keep you anonymous.
Absolutely.
You can email us or go to our website to share your stories with us. And all of that information is at the end of the show and also in our show notes. So this story is from someone that we both know, Melissa.
Oh, thank you, Melissa, for sharing your story.
Yes. So she emailed this to us. Growing up in my childhood home in Gloucester. I don't know.
You put your Boston accent on here?
I'm doing my best. Massachusetts. I'm doing my best. I know it's an important word to say correctly.
Gloucester.
I've always sensed that there was someone or something around me, even at a young age. Our family has experienced more tragedy than one family should ever endure.
Oh.
In 1990, when I was just 13, my sister, who was only 25 at that time, lost her husband, her 4-year-old daughter, and her 3-month-old son in a car accident.
Oh my goodness.
After this, we would often hear a baby cry or a whistle. My niece had just been learning to whistle before she passed.
Oh my gosh, I have chills.
I know, I want to cry.
Oh God.
She would always be in my room playing with my toys and generally driving me crazy, as a 4-year-old does. After she passed away, my music box, which had to be manually turned to play, would often play on its own, or my TV would turn on all by itself.
Oh my gosh. I think music boxes are so spooky.
Yeah. But it's her little niece would go in and play with all of her things. Yeah. I bet she played with her music box.
Oh.
Okay, the TV turning on is something that continues in that room of the house to this day. It just happened again in 2023 when I was home for a week, actually staying in my old bedroom. I was downstairs talking with my sister, the one who lost her whole family, and when I went to bed, the TV was on. Since that time, I have lost my brother, my father, and my nephew.
Oh, Melissa, I'm so sorry.
My mother and I have both heard our names being called clear as day in that house with no explanation.
Oh, wow.
I even went as far as having a psychic medium come to the house and give me a reading. But the craziest / scariest thing that has ever occurred in that house happened about 10 years ago. After my dad passed away in 2004, my husband and I turned my large one-family home into a 2-family home so my mother would be able to stay, and we lived upstairs. We were having friends over for a backyard fire one evening, and my girlfriend and I were in the kitchen getting s'mores ready for the fire. As we were walking out the back door, she turned to me. She was facing the kitchen that was well lit, and I was facing her. In the reflection of her glasses, I saw a figure in my kitchen just standing there. I could not make out any identifying details, but she knew instantly that something was wrong because of the look on my face. I told her there was somebody standing in the kitchen, and of course she did not see anything. We went back outside to the fire, and as soon as I sat down, my whole body went ice cold. I remember floating or hovering above my body watching my husband try to get my attention, but I was just staring straight into the fire. It is still so strange to think about, and I can recall the memory clear as day.
I have
Isn't that wild?
Body chill. Oh my gosh.
I'm sure this only lasted a few seconds, but it felt like forever. My husband grabbed my hand, and I remember coming back to myself and looking at him and not being able to speak, and I was shaking from being so cold. It took me a solid 10 minutes to be able to say out loud what I had just experienced. To this day, I have no idea who or what I saw in that kitchen, nor can I understand what happened to me outside. It has never happened again, but I continue to hear my name called, see the things out of the corner of my eye, or just have that sixth sense even after moving to Key West.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I have goosebumps.
Yeah. It reminds me of your story of the motorcycle.
Yeah, where Dave was floating.
Yep. And okay, before you say anything, we don't always record our episodes in the order that we release them. So without giving any spoilers, there's something in this story that's a huge connection to something that we talk about in episode 10.
Oh my goodness.
So I think that Melissa and your friend Leah should talk to each other because they have something in common.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that wild?
Whoa. Wow. Melissa, thank you so much for sharing that. That was a really emotional story.
Mm-hmm.
And what a lot of tragedy for your family. So sorry.
Yeah.
But how wonderful and amazing that in some way your loved ones are still there, or at least, around you at times.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really curious about the reflection
in
the glasses. Like, was it the Grim Reaper? Was it a loved one? Was it, oh
was
my
it?
gosh.
I know.
Because immediately after that is when she kind of left her body. So
Mm-hmm.
what is going on there?
Yeah.
That's
I don't know.
So
but
spooky.
It definitely feels like she has a sensitivity.
Absolutely.
Or an openness to these kinds of experiences.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Pretty well. Melissa, thank you so very much for sharing that with us.
That was amazing.
That was heavy.
I mean, yes, but like, I still love that they love her so much. They're letting her know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we're here. Oh.
Yeah.
Listeners, thanks so much for listening to and downloading this episode of the You Two Scare Me podcast.
You can help support us by telling everyone you know about our podcast. Just tell everyone. I'm going on vacation on Wednesday, and I'm planning to tell everyone I meet at the resort all about it, and I'll be handing out stickers too.
You better. You can also help us by rating and reviewing us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon Music, and wherever you get your podcasts. It is most helpful to us when our listeners download the episodes.
Don't forget to check out our social media. Find us on Instagram at you2scareme_podcast or on our Facebook page, You2Scare Me. You can even follow us on TikTok. Just search You2Scare Me Podcast, no spaces.
It's fun. Remember to send us your own spooky stories for our Somebody Told Me segment at you2scaremepodcast@gmail.com. That's YOUTWO scare me podcast@gmail.com. Also, make sure to check out our website. We have cool merch and blog posts about each episode. You can find us at you2scaremepodcast.com.
Thanks for wandering through the shadows with us.
Until next time, stay curious and beware what lurks beyond the light.
Beware.